Hey guys, it's me, Teddy's Hype here on the second channel, and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 7 car reviews, where today we're taking a look at the this year coming out 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. We are here at Dubai, because obviously this is where the car was first announced, at the Dubai something or another last year, and it's coming out sometime this year. And I have to say, I like it. I really like this car. It's just incredible. We're gonna get into some of the reasons why I'm a bit iffy on it though. But first we'll start with the good things. Well, how you can acquire this vehicle in Forza Motorsport 7. You can buy it from the auto show for a big 315,000 credits. Now that isn't as expensive as some of the cars in the game and some of the cars we reviewed on the channel, but it is faster. Like, you'll see soon. For the figures, 691 horsepower, which is more than that Ford GT had. 553 foot-pounds of torque, which is more than that Ford GT had. And it weighs 3,197 pounds, which is approximately 17 pounds more than the Ford GT. So, tidgy bit heavier, more power, more torque. This thing is great. And I'm pretty sure it's cheaper. So, look at that. Where are we going with this already? For grip, we have 265s on the front and 325s on the rear, which I'm pretty sure the fronts are a bit bigger than the Ford GTs, but the rears are the same. Sport tyres are standard, the same as the Ford GT, and instead of it being like the difference between the Ford GT and this is rear-engined rear-wheel drive, the Ford GT is mid-engined rear-wheel drive. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, let's get back into it. I just needed to see. This is the first video I'm recording of the day, so it's gonna be a bit different to a lot of them. Anyway, the biggest thing about this car is its engine. It's a twin turbocharged 3.8 litre flat six. Now that's sticking obviously with the same way as Porsche, which usually got the flat six, rear engine, rear wheel drive, and it's an awful lot like the Volkswagen Beetle, but a lot better in many aspects. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.7 seconds, both of which are faster than that Ford GT. 60 to 0 in 108 feet, 100 to 0 in 277 feet, of which is better than that Ford GT. And a top speed of 214 miles an hour, which is about 10 miles an hour slower than the Ford GT. Now, as you can see, I'm mostly comparing this to the Ford GT, but they're in different classes of vehicles. This is a supercar, I'm pretty sure, in-game, and the Ford GT is a hypercar. And that kind of shocks me to say that the hypercar isn't as, statistically, isn't as fast as what a supercar is. No, I don't actually remember if this could be just a GT icon for all I know, but it is incredibly good. This thing, we'll stick with the goods. It's very grippy. As you can see, it is grippy, but I can get it sliding. It is pretty easy to get sliding. You put a bit too much throttle in, and it will get sliding easy as. But that's like with any rear-wheel drive car. But ultimately, you do have a lot of grip to be able to just fling it around these corners. I'm not a fan of the Dubai circuit, but I felt confident in this vehicle, like confident to the point where I was purposely drifting it because it was just so much fun, and it looks incredible as well. Like, yeah, it's a very easy vehicle to drift, very easy vehicle to also race. Gets its power down really well. Brakes are incredible. Like, they caught me out so much to the point where I kept locking the brakes because that's how it felt like the brakes were working. I kept locking them because I was so confident in the car. I was kind of braking very late, but then I was worried that the car would get pulled up because I never brake that late for them corners, and it making me put more brake on, which I don't need, and then ultimately locking the brakes because I don't use the ABS module. I have it turned off, so yeah. But I genuinely do really enjoy this car. It looks good, but the thing is, it looks like every other Porsche 911 in the whole of existence. Now we'll get into this. The biggest issue I have with this is it just isn't special. Like, yeah, it might be the most powerful, it might be the best to drive, but it isn't special, to me at least. I don't really see this as being, well, I see it as being the best 911 to date, yes, but the thing is, it's just another 911. You've got the likes of the GT3s, the RSs, the Carreras, and they all look the same, and I just want Porsche to do something different. Now, I might have been saying Porsche the whole way through this episode. The actual way you pronounce it is Porsche. We'll carry that on now. I'm completely, like, sometimes I remember it, sometimes I forget it, and yeah, you'll hear me go between them both depending on how I'm talking, how fast I'm talking, how much I'm thinking about what I'm saying. But yeah, so yeah, this Porsche 911 is the GT2, it's the RS model, which I'm not really sure what it stands for. Some say it's Rally Sport, some say it's Race Sport, I don't really know, but all I know is that it is the best, most powerful version of the 911 GT2 that you can buy, and ultimately it's a lot more cheaper than you would really, like, I would pay much more money for this vehicle. Now, I know I'm saying it's not special, but it's very cheap for what you get from it. It's a very, 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 very good car, just not very practical. The engine, yeah, it's alright, but I mean, I suppose it's different because, yeah, a lot of the Porsche 911s use the flat 6 engine, but the thing is, not a lot of cars use a flat 6 engine, and not a lot of cars that do use a flat 6 engine use it to the full extent that Porsche can, and I think that's really, really cool, and it makes for a makes a good noise. Can get a bit boring after a while. It's not like the Ford GT, which made an amazing noise, and it was just, yeah, like, so yeah, the biggest compressor that we've took around this car, for this car. Some say it could be the Porsche Cayman GT4 because obviously it's the Porsche like this one, but they're really in different leagues, and so it would have to be the Ford GT is the biggest competitor for this. It's very similar setup, very similar in the way they drive as well, so I suppose that's good, because I think the last review that we did was of the Ford GT, which, as you can tell, I absolutely adored, and coming over to this car, it just felt like I was at home, because it was very similar to what I really enjoyed driving rear wheel drive, rear engined cars, just because they're just so much fun, and this car you can have so much fun in. As you see, I'm just holding these, I'm throwing it into these corners, sometimes ripping the handbrake, sometimes just putting a bit too much power on and just having fun, and because the Porsche allows you to do that, it just grips up, you just feel ultimately safe. It is a very, very, very nice driving car, it just doesn't have that kind of fizz. Like, yeah, it looks cool. I like this is all the colour you can get in grey with the yellow well, the goldy alloys with the carbon fibre. I think that looks incredible. It's a very, very good colour scheme. I got the die-cast figure when I got the Forza Motorsport 7 Ultimate Edition, which is really cool. And yeah, but we're coming up to the end of this preview now. Next thing we'll be doing is heading to the drag strip, giving the car 3 attempts to lock in its fastest time, and I'll tell you, this Porsche was incredible. So as you see, it gets off the line very, very well, shifts up through its gears very, very cleanly, there's no really downtime, and as you see, it's incredibly fast. The Porsche 911 GT2 RS got a drag time of a 10.060, which was into second place, only beaten out by the Koenigsegg 1.1, which we're not expecting anything to beat anytime soon, which got an 8.725, and just beating out in third place, so the Porsche is in second place. In third is the Ford GT, which got a 10.093, so that's what, 0.03 seconds faster than a Ford GT to the quarter mile. So we know we've already beat that already. Next, we're taking it to Maple Valley, giving it 15 minutes worth of laps to find the best lap time that this Porsche could bang in. Now, I had a lot of fun doing this. It was so much fun to drift around. You could keep it in control, and the thing is, you got so confident with it, you kind of started doing more, which I wouldn't really do, and that kind of put me at a downfall. As you can see, we can take that corner very, very well, but I just couldn't keep it on the track, and we lost about 3-4 points there, which kind of really annoyed me, because if we did, it would put it up into, it would put it up at the top of the leaderboard. But we couldn't get at the top of the leaderboard, sadly. There's a little idea for you, but it was very, very fun around this corner. Some corners you could just get it round all the way, and then some corners you couldn't, but you're still banging a lot of points. And up this corner here, you just kind of threw it in, and it just felt so comfortable. I've never, like, apart from the Ford GT, I've never felt more comfortable drifting a car around. Like, it's just, I guess this is how I actually prefer drifting now. I mean, supposedly it could just be because I'm more used to it because of the last review we did, but God, it looks incredible while drifting. It looks so cool. I mean, if I didn't lose the car, if we could actually get that corner right, it would look spectacular. Also, we lost more points there, as you can see the dust being kicked up, so it kind of really, really annoyed me. You can just take so much speed, so much angle, and it just looks so good. Look at this. Obviously, it's like a track car as well, so it very much suits the track style of review, as you say. We'll come to the final corner now. The Porsche 911 GT2 RS got a best lap point of 32,136, which puts it into third place, just behind the Ford GT, which got 36,912, so 4,000 behind the Ford GT, but in front of the Ford Fiesta, which got 113, which is 4,000 ahead of the Ford Fiesta as well. But now we're taking it around the Suzuka full circuit, giving it 5 test laps and 1 full time lap to see how fast it can do, and boy was this car very, very good. It was these S curves just grip. I was genuinely it felt like if I was in real life, going from side to side to side to side and keeping grip, it would be like a roller coaster, just throwing you around on the inside but just staying where it wants to go, and it's just incredible. We're coming up now to the Dunlop curve. This is probably where it had the most issues, because like the way this corner is you want to put more power on, but then it opens up and then it tightens, so it really wants to get a slide in. We're here at the Degners. Look how fast it is going through there. No lockups this time, and we're just flying around these corners. It's genuinely just so incredible around the circuit. It's so fast, so grippy. Again, this would be another problem area for a rear-wheel drive car coming up the uphill hairpin. It just starts to spin its wheels up. It doesn't much, because obviously we need more power to get up the corner. Like, that's strange to say, up the corner. And that obviously makes it wheel spin, but then it finds its traction, and it's just incredible. And now we're coming up to Spoon, and this I kind of outbreak myself in on the time lap, as you can see, but we can just kind of fly it around, keep the power in, keep on what I would say is probably the racing line. Maybe not, I'm not too sure. I don't actually know the racing line for this game because I don't have it turned on, but yeah. And now we got to about 170 miles an hour coming on that straight, and we could get braked very, very late and get around the corner with no drama at all. Coming up to the Casio Triangle, very, very good under brakes, very good acceleration, no drama at all. Coming up to the final corner now, and you can just keep the power in, and it's just no drama from the Porsche 911 GT2 RS at all. And I guess that's what ultimately got this car into second place with a 2:18.446, which is just ahead of the Ford GT, which got a 2:19.975, but behind the Koenigsegg 121, which got a 2:14.730. Now, to me, that is spectacularly fast. Like, this car is genuinely amazing, and I can't really knock it. It's just incredible, and I don't have words for it. It is a very, very, very good race car. It's probably a very, very good driving car in general, just not very practical. If you want to show off, obviously you'll get this, but the age-old debate for me at the minute is Ford GT 911 GT2 RS. I would have to still go for the Ford GT. Although it's second faster on the circuit, 0.03 seconds faster at the quarter mile, it's just better. Like, it's just more everything. It sounds cooler, it looks cooler, it's got more history behind it than the 911 does for me. But don't get me wrong, if I had the chance to try the GT2 RS, I would take it with both arms open. It is an incredible car. Should you buy it in Forza Motorsport 7? Yes. Should you race it around? Definitely go ahead. But a good, nice investigation you could probably do is 911 GT2 RS versus the Ford GT2, and just see how they do in an actual racing against each other scenario. And yeah. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more reviews on the series coming every single Monday, which we've managed to do every single for the first month of this year, and we'll carry on doing it so far. But anyway, comment down below what you want to see next, and anyway, that's it from me, Tim Hyper, signing out.